What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. We're going to talk about how this Ukraine war is a big charade to cover up the failures in the COVID policy and the recession that is yet to come. We're going to talk about BlockWallet. We're going to talk about liquid loans and so much more. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the charts.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my check looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart, we have found support right here at 39.5. Just like we were talking about in the last video. Realistically, I've been right like 80% of the time. Really, I can't predict the black swan events, but yeah, this looks pretty bad, and it is a macro problem. It is not a Bitcoin problem. We have all seen the news. The news is bullish on Bitcoin. There's adoption everywhere in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is a risk asset, and we are in some troubling times. Everybody is talking about the war in Ukraine. It is crashing the markets, and it is dragging down cryptocurrency with it. But why is this happening? Why is the Biden administration so focused on this war with Ukraine and Russia? It's for 2 reasons. 1, the failed COVID policies, and 2, the rate hikes that are going to crash the market. Now they are talking about doing 10 rate hikes. That would raise the interest rates from 0 to 2.5%. When the CPI is 7.5%, it's not going to do much, and this is going to be over a year. So by the time this year passes by, the CPI will probably be around 10%. So what is the cure for inflation? That is recession. People have a lot of money because of these asset bubbles, cryptocurrency, equities. People just have too much money. There's too much liquidity in the market. And how can they get this liquidity out? Well, that is recession. Recession is the cure for inflation. That's why the Biden administration wants to focus on this war with Russia and then blame the war with Russia for this recession instead of his failed COVID policies and the Federal Reserve's money printer. In the meantime, Putin launches a huge nuclear missile exercise and sends a MiG armed with a hypersonic missile over the Mediterranean as U.S. warns his 160,000 troops on Ukraine border are uncoiling and poised for a strike. Guys, Putin is killing us right now, man, because every time he makes a threat, every time he makes a move, it crashes the market. Quit playing, bruh.
Well, he was putting us on, huh? Right?
You know who's not putting us on? The FBI. The Biden administration gave a little bit of clarity about that executive order that is coming out next week on cryptocurrencies. It looks like they will be creating a few task forces to go after fraud and money laundering. Right now, it looks like it's just going after the big fish like the gas pipeline hackers and the couple that tried to launder $4.5 billion from the Bitfinex hack. But really, it is only a matter of time before the government uses these new agencies against you and me, against shitcoiners, against Ponzi pumpers. In fact, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals reverses trial court decision in the BitConnect case and holds that peddling shitcoins in a non-targeted way on the interwebs, YouTube, Twitter, etc., exposes promoters to liability from purchasers of unregistered securities. Basically, if you're pumping a Ponzi and it rugs or it goes to 0 and everybody gets hurt, you might be liable and you could be charged criminally. That is a broad blanket over the entire crypto industry. Basically, it'll give them the right to charge anybody they want because everybody is shilling their favorite Ponzi on Twitter. They're definitely trying to clamp down the wild, wild west of crypto. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to associate myself with one project and then just shill it constantly and try to onboard people nonstop. I think that could get you in trouble eventually. But if you're just talking about crypto, I think you're going to be okay. Let's talk about Hex on the daily chart. Hex is right back to this red line. That is the 366 exponential moving average. It usually is the longest EMA and the longest support that people look at. And look, it is holding this line right here. It is very relevant on the daily chart, and it lines up with this pivot right here. I think if this does break down, we're headed back down to about 13 cents. And if we look at the long-term trend line, there's no denying it now. I don't know how else you could draw this right here, but yeah, it looks like it's floating through. And we're going to have this bearish candle right here to close the week if Hexkins don't do something. But we have this declining volume, declining interest. So I think that we're going to break down. And where is the main support? The horizontal support and the point of control is right around about $0.015, which if it ever goes down there, I'm going to be buying a lot. If you want to be the golden goose staker, the one who has like 10 million hex and only sells the interest, if you want to be that guy, that is your chance. Look at it as a huge opportunity. That is how Lambos are made. A little update on the Hex NASCAR. It looks like he did not even qualify for last place, but he will be racing again with the Hex livery in Las Vegas. Ethereum on the daily chart is looking like HIV. It is looking terrible right here. Now remember, this is the daily chart. We're going to head down to about 2200 if something can't happen, if we can't rally next week. Everyone is blaming the current Ethereum dump on a video, and Crypto Weekly Review has an exclusive.
Invented Ethereum when he was just a kid, and that's not even the coolest thing that Vitalik Buterin did. That's it, that's the whole song.
As awful as that was, Ethereum has always been a cringe fest with songs and dancing, but shout out to Vitalik Buterin. I cannot wait for ETH 2.0 in 2028. Fantom on the daily chart. Fantom is holding this support right here at about $1.78. There is some good news regarding the project that's on Fantom that I've been waiting for and dying for. It is VE3,3, the Solidly project. My strategy to get into this project was through Spooky Swap. I bought Spooky Swap and I had staked it to get XBoo, and those stakers are going to be receiving the VE3,3, so you can still do it. You can buy some, you can stake it, and you will get some. Spooky Swap has used 100% of our VE NFT voting power for the variable Boo XBoo, which is currently the highest total in the Solidity pool. So I'm very excited to get these tokens. I'm very excited about this project. I'm glad it's here because
I need some money, nigga. The fuck I'ma do with 200?
the way I structure my portfolio, yes, I sold my trading position at 65K on this channel. I also traded my Hex, all of my liquid Hex, for ETH and wrote it up another 15% and sold it, so I'm USDC heavy. But I also have a bunch of Bitcoin and a bunch of Ethereum that I will go off the cliff with. Why? Because I don't know if I can time the bottom of this market, but one of my ride or die bags is Fantom, and I don't care if all of this goes to zero. This is high risk to do all of this stuff. You might be able to get it cheaper later on, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I cannot predict precisely what this market is going to do. Liquid Loans sacrifice phase is live, and I was going to participate into this. I might throw a little bit in it, I don't know, but I'm not too excited about it. Why? Because PulseChain is so far out and they want to do a sacrifice phase for a project on a chain that isn't out yet, and we really don't know what's going on, and it's late. It's super late. Like in June, it's gonna be late a year, you know, like, so I'm gonna pass on this one. Hopefully it's not a mistake. I was gonna do every Pulse project. I was gonna do all of them, you know, and I kind of like Liquid Loans. I like the haunted strategy and things like that. I'm debating. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm just kind of put off by all of it right now, but I might ape just a little bit just for whatever, but not too interested. One thing I do like is BlockWallet. BlockWallet is going to be a MetaMask-like app that's going to let you interact with dApps on multi-chains, just like MetaMask, but it is private. It's also a mixer. It automatically mixes your funds, which is good, I think. Like, as long as my funds don't get red flagged when I'm coming out through Coinbase or something like that. As you know, Coinbase is now part of the New World Order. You know, they're on the World Economic Forum. So I'm kind of worried about that, but I'm super interested in this project and doing further analysis. I'll leave a link in the description box below. This isn't paid. I haven't even talked to this team. It's just something I'm interested in. It's privacy. It's privacy. Also, you are able with a certain key to sign your wallet so that people can see all your transaction history if you ever get audited or something like that. It's nice to be able to hide your wallet, especially if you're like crypto famous, like Twitter famous or something like that, or maybe you're just shitcoining and swapping. Maybe you want some freaking privacy. maybe you're doing shit you're not supposed to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like BlockWallet. I might use BlockWallet. The mainnet is going live soon. Okay. Anyways, guys, taking a look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart here. It's looking like it's just chopping around. Could we have a buy the dip on Monday? Or is all of these missile exercises and all this crazy stuff with all 10 rate hikes going to sink the NASDAQ down further? We'll have to see on Monday, guys. I can't predict. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday, but that's why this is Cryptotainment. By the way, if you found this entertaining, yes, I know I troll a lot. Throw a like, give me a sub, join the Wolf Pack, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.